When this motherfucker go live, he go live. It says Nutra streaming. Look up level, check out streaming. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Papa Dad. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Literally, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be 112 today in Las Vegas. You see the title? The title, it says free game about many things when the game is to be sold and not to be told. So it's up to you to learn some game. Don't argue. Just listen. Some things that you might know, some things you don't know. I'll be tripping on all the lies that people be speaking on these Vlad TVs and interviews and be lying about some shit, and they be getting paid to lie. I'd rather get paid to tell the truth. But this dude that think he Tupac, if y'all believe that's Tupac, y'all got some motherfucking issues. The dude is not even close to looking like Tupac. He don't even sound like Tupac. He don't even walk like Tupac. And then why the fuck would he come back to the East Coast music when he was turned out on the West? So this guy up here that everybody claiming that he Tupac, if you believe that shit, that's the day I stop rapping. I'll be a bitch, faggot ass nigga. Anybody believe that this dude right here is Tupac? If anybody in a motherfucking right mind think that that nigga right there is Tupac, I have my dog shit and I eat it with a needle. If you believe that nigga right there is Tupac, come on, my nigga, please. I can type in niggas right now that you probably would think it is Tupac. But this far from it, they just sound just like him. He don't even sound like Tupac. Literally. Anyway, if anybody know who this joke ass nigga is, please indulge me and let me know who the fuck this nigga is. Every group, anybody that's trying to become in the business, unless, my nigga, and this is like maybe 1% of it, unless you and your people like this close, don't start a group with nobody. Groups don't last. Jealousy and envy kick in real fast. Y'all gonna end up being worse than enemies are probably killing each other. So don't group up. Maybe collaborate on some stuff, but don't get so happy to where you want to group up with somebody. You know, because we all have a moment to where we having sessions. We all getting down to it like, my nigga, we should do it. We should be a group, my nigga. No, I don't do that shit, my nigga. Just feature on each other music and collaborate with each other. Don't group up. It ain't gonna last. Like, it won't even last a year. The creative side gonna be changing up. People gonna be fucking with your music and they're gonna be changing their music without telling you. All that stuff is in there. You're gonna do a song and thinking it's OG and tight, and then you're gonna wake up and it's gonna sound different because somebody went up in there and changed it without your permission. Straight up. You gonna write a song with somebody and they gonna think it's their song because they own it. You're gonna go through that. You're gonna go through with somebody trying to tell you what to do, how to rap, how to sound, when it's time to perform, all that stuff. You know, it's gonna break y'all up. So don't group up with nobody. Collaborate, but don't group up. Groups never last. Your favorite group right now got a story to tell. All the shit that y'all didn't know about. All the infidelities, all the backstabbing, all the fights, all the shit that y'all don't know about with these groups right now. The biggest groups has broke up. many times. Purposely, sometimes not purposely. Publicity is a motherfucker. How many times you seen niggas that came up together, then they got diss songs dissing each other, and then at the end of the day, they got songs that to where they reuniting to where they get bigger because they reunited after they dissed each other. It's all planned, scripted. They be like, hey, my nigga, let's diss each other. They're gonna be like, damn, and then they gonna want to hear a comeback. So you're gonna do the comeback, we're gonna diss, then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back together and watch how bigger we get. Groups never last. Dog Pound members has broke up many times before. Outlaws broke up many times before. Brother Law, NWAs, DPGs, SWVs, all these groups has broke up before. The Rockefeller, all of them. Jealousy, hate, envy, money. Dipset been broke up 100,000 times. Them niggas never liked each other from day one. It was all about money, style, getting bitches, and trying to gain power and get this over here and get that over there. That's all about. They just usually bouncing off each other. Cam will go over here and say, I know Jim Jones, but he'll get love over here. Jim Jones said, nigga, I know Cam. They be like, I know about that nigga, so they get love. They just use each other. They get money and power at the end of the day. Whoever get the most money and power. Because like you see in groups, nigga, who got the bigger house? 50 Cent. Tony Yayo and them, they ain't got no big ass crib like that. 50 Cent got 10 kitchens in his crib. Go look at cribs and type in 50 Cent. Nigga got 10 kitchens. Type in Tony Yayo, he got 1 kitchen. Lloyd Banks, 1 kitchen. 1 garage. 50 Cent got 7 garages and elevators and shit. Them niggas ain't got that. It's always like that. The power struggle with the money. If we eat together, we eat together. We should treat others as you treat yourself. We should have equal money then. You should have more money than me when I helped you build that money. It wasn't called 50 unit, it was called G unit. A unit of niggas doing a gang and shit and made you just as big as them. But they don't even got as much as you got. I'm saying that's how that game is. All the shit that's going down on TV is scripted. When you hear them say that, well, that wasn't scripted. If they actually didn't say that wasn't scripted, it is basically telling you that everything they do is scripted. Everything is scripted. And then I'm gonna go and say action and then try to figure out if somebody will be killed or whatnot. Now, they rehearse everything before they say action. Everything is scripted. Everything, they know what they're doing before they say action. They're not gonna put people in jeopardy that's under contracts. Companies that can get sued if something happen. So some things is not in real time. You see a motherfucker do this and that, it's scripted. There's some shit that's not scripted, they let you know that shit wasn't scripted, and you'll see that shit differently. But all that shit that's scripted, like Donald Trump been shot 3 times. Blood ain't been to the hospital, not one time he got shot. Don't even talk about that after the president gets shot. They don't talk about it. What the fuck? He come out the next day just waving and shit, and he just got shot last night. He doing a whole lot to keep those snipers not to kill him, right? If you a sniper and you on my sights, if I'm a sniper and I got you on my sights, 1 shot, 1 kill. Donald Trump been shot 3 times in the ear. He's a good marksmith. Yeah, I don't believe everything y'all see, man. Right now, you type in any of your favorite whoever right now. They either doped up, they ain't got no roles, they somewhere else, you don't hear about them no more. But some years ago, they was your favorite everything. Now today, they're not nothing. You don't hear about Bone Thugs and Harmony. You don't hear about Kid Frost. You don't hear about Spice One. You don't hear about none of these niggas. You don't hear about none of these people. Because, you know what I'm saying, times do change. And when their time was around, they was big. You know what I'm saying? Spice One, that was big. But what goes around comes around. Can't keep doing everybody wrong. All the favoritism, all this whack shit that y'all doing. I don't give a fuck how old I get. I ain't gonna stop until my body stops. All these whack ass niggas still making it. All these niggas still performing that shit they did 30 years ago because they can't do nothing now. Because they lost that they lost that ghostwriter, they lost that flow. They lost all that other shit they had back in the time, back in the day. For real, my nigga, y'all gonna be mad when y'all hear everything about Tupac. Do anybody know Tupac's real name? His name is LaShawn Paris Crooks. Lee Sean, like LaShawn Paris Crooks is Tupac's real name. Like Biggie Smalls' real name is Christopher Wallace. These niggas' real name is, the nigga's real name is not Tupac. And then the name that he got Tupac from is from an Indian. How much people know, my nigga? Tupac was in ballet. He's in ballet classes. He had to be like a little twirly girl. How hardcore is that? He was in ballet classes. I didn't have to go to ballet classes to become a dope rapper. I didn't have to go to art classes to learn how to become a lyricist and an MC. That shit was built in me. I didn't have to go to faggot schools to learn that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Look at these niggas' past and their history. Just look at everybody right now. Rick Ross said he never heard of Rick Ross, which is impossible because rappers get their name from a person that was somebody back in the day. That's what rappers do. They pick a name from somebody that was big back in the day or had a story to tell. So they can get that first pull. Like they be like, who is Daz Dillinger? I know who Daz Dillinger is. So let's see what this rapper about. Because if you know who Daz Dillinger is, who was a mafia thug ass nigga, then a rapper pick his name, you want to see what he about. So when a rapper picks somebody's name, that's not their real name. Daz Dillinger, that's not his real name. He getting it from a dude really that's named Daz Dillinger. Bugsy Siegel cousin. You know how you got Bugsy Siegel, you got Beanie Siegel. There is a real Warren G. Warren G is not really Warren G. It's not really his name. But I found out it's another gangster named Warren G. So Warren G got his name from a gangster. Snoop Dogg got his name from a gangster. Because if you watch a couple of Bill Cosby movies, one of the gangsters' name is Snoop Dogg. One of the gangsters' name is Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? And that's in a movie called Let's Get It Again, Let's Do It Again. Something with Bill Cosby. One of the gangsters' name is with JJ. He a boxer and old boy. The gangster nigga, his name is Biggie Smalls. So then, you know, Biggie Smalls, he got his shit from watching King of New York, right? So you got Frank White, King of New York. That's why Biggie Smalls called himself Frank White. You know, so I hate Jim Jones' name because Jim Jones, he killed babies, he murdered people, right? So Jim Jones picked that name. Corrupt. It's a real corrupt gangster out there. This nigga ain't corrupt. Young Gotti. Young Gotti is John Gotti. So these rappers get their names from motherfuckers that was a gangster. So for Rick Ross to say he never heard of Rick Ross, he just didn't pick it. He didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to call myself Rick Ross. No. If you type in the first 10, from 1 to 10, biggest American gangsters or gangsters, Rick Ross going to pop up in that category. So when Blood typed in that name, those names, to say who the biggest gangster, he saw their name, Rick Ross. So for him to have an interview and say, I never heard of dude, I never heard his name before, you a goddamn lie. Stop lying to the people, my nigga. We know how rappers get their names. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never chose nobody name. Because every one that they chose, then listen, from Daz Dillinger to Corrupt Now, every rapper name that they chose, at the end of their gangsters' careers, they all became informants. There is another Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey didn't get his name just because that's not even his real name. But it's a Nipsey Hussle. So y'all gotta educate yourself when it comes to music and these MCs, right? Some of these MCs names they chose at the end of the day, they are snitch. Frank Luke is a snitch. Nitty a snitch. Gotti turned snitch. Sammy the Bull snitch. Nicky Barnes snitch. I can keep on saying 50 Cent snitch. Why you think 50 Cent got shot 9 times? Do anybody ever ask 50 Cent, man, so why did you get shot 9 times? They always say, man, how did it feel to get shot 9 times? And what happened when you got shot 9 times? No, they never say, why did you get shot 9 times? He won't tell you that story. He won't tell you that he snitched on a nigga that has some power at the time. And it's a street code, right? What makes 50 Cent different? If you snitch on somebody, it's a code that come with it. So that's what happened to him. He snitched on Supreme, and Supreme, by him living that gangbang life, did the protocol. Go get that nigga. So how would it make him famous that he gets shot 9 times? He broke a street code. You can't be snitching. So fuck 50 Cent. So anybody that like 50 Cent, y'all love snitches, don't y'all? His name is 5-0. What's the street code name to the police in the streets? 5-0 police. 50 Cent Curtis Jackson. He say he a gangster, but he'll tell you that he don't gangbang. He say he not a blood or crip. So how you a gangster? How you gang when you're not gangster? Let's look at all these people, my nigga. When Mo3 got hit, I don't understand why would he get out of his car and run from a nigga when he could have ran him over. I'm not laughing on his death, I'm just laughing on the stupidity. And then Ricky, why would he run to the shooters? There wasn't a brick wall to his right. And then there was a wall he could have hopped over that was in front of him. But he literally did a beeline. While the shooters was running away, he gonna run towards them. So they came back. Why do y'all niggas do stupid shit? And then y'all get online and say stupid shit could contradict yourself. Y'all go on these interviews and say stupid shit. My nigga, if you the king or something, my nigga, you lying. Ain't no kings out there in the world today. No kings. Because if there was any kings, every city would be structured. Because the king keep his kingdom structured. He got his soldiers in line. They're not finna go do nothing without the king's permission. Nobody would have been killed. King Von, nobody would have been killed if there was a king in that city. Because he would have been there and his soldiers would have been disciplined not to act wild. When you a king, you respect your king. And if he's in present, right then and there, you stand at attention. No matter what happens in front of you, you don't move until the king say move. So anybody that said they're the king of whatever, fuck you, T.I. You ain't the king of nothing. Boosie, you ain't the king of nothing. Ain't none of y'all the king of shit. Nothing. Because if it was kingdoms, everything would be structured. Before we go to war, we're going to have a meeting. Before somebody get hurt, we're going to talk about it. We're going to come to each other and see if there's an agreement first before we go do anything. And your soldiers are not going to do nothing to cause a problem in my kingdom. And if they did, they'd be beheaded. So my kingdom, Von and want there with no structure, nobody around them. They just running wild. Niggas talking about, I don't know where they go. I don't know what happened. They just split up. No, if everybody was right, everybody be supposed to be how they supposed to be. Same thing with Tupac. If there was a structure, he wouldn't have got shot because he'd have been protected. It'd have been cars all around him instead of cars behind him. It'd have been cars on both sides, front and back. No matter what it is, he not finna be touched. The king can't be touched. Who play chess? Stop playing chess. Stop playing chess. Because he got to protect the king. Tupac shouldn't have got hit. Nobody. They wasn't moving right. Shit night wasn't nobody right. Wasn't wild without structure. So ain't nobody a king no motherfucking where. Don't scream out you a king, because if you do, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna ask you what happened to my family that got killed. Since you the king. If you the king, how did my cousin get hurt, killed, whatever it is, I'm finna get at you. Since you the king of that city. If you want to claim that you the king wherever you at, if my family get hurt in your city, I'm coming straight to you. And I don't want to hear, I don't know what happened. I don't, because if you're the king, you know everything. Ain't no, I don't know shit. So don't yell you the king. If you the king and let my family get hurt where you at, you the king. I don't care if you, I don't give a fuck who you are. Boosie, I'm coming to you as you the king of that city, that state. I'm coming to get you. So don't represent that shit, my nigga. If you want to represent you the king, I'm gonna come for you. Because something happened to my family in your city when you're the king. You know everything, you the king. Remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever spoke on that about Flip and T.I., huh? Y'all the king. Why you the king? King of what? Drinking, talking shit, being a rapper, but you ain't the king of the city. Not even Shorty Low. None of y'all the king of nothing. Doesn't do nothing for nobody. And if y'all did something for somebody, I gave them killers and bits so they can stay quiet long enough to where I say, I'm eating when they're not eating. So fuck everybody. And let me talk about Pop Smoke real quick before I get out of here. A home invasion is when somebody come to your crib and they tie everybody down and they take everything in the house while you still in the house, right? Nobody dies in a home invasion unless something go wrong. A home invasion was somebody coming to your house and take over your house, take everything up out of there, and they leave. They terrorize you a little bit. That's a home invasion. So when they be yelling, Pop Smoke, and right next to his name, Home Invasion, fuck y'all in that title. And then let's see this. Pop Smoke had 4 or 5 goons or homies in his crib. 4 niggas run in there and they run past 4 dudes. When all these niggas run upstairs, by the time they came downstairs, none of the niggas downstairs didn't have no pistols to shoot these niggas. They allowed these niggas to go upstairs and take his watch only. And how was a home invasion where you don't get nothing? Yeah, all that money. What was the whole purpose to get over here? Just for a fucking watch? But that's a home invasion, right? Anyway. But how do you hear so many people in this crib allow so many people to come in the crib and then run out the crib without them doing? How gangster are you these days, nigga? Let somebody run into my crib, my nigga, past me, go upstairs and shoot my homeboy, and then come back downstairs and run past me again. Man, I can't wait for. By the time they come downstairs, I'm tearing that whole stairs up. I can do it legally. Some niggas just broke into my famous homie crib, somebody trying to kill us, but I have the right to protect the artist and my home and myself. I would have killed every nigga that was in that crib. But how you let 4 niggas run past 4 niggas and nothing happened? But they call it a home invasion. Really? And then Tupac, I'm sorry, my nigga. You know at Quad Studio, you shot yourself twice. That what made the other niggas start shooting. Tupac, he already gun ho. He already, adrenaline rushed up. He know that he where he at, and he got 2 guns on him. And when the niggas come and rob Tupac reached for his gun, and by him reaching for his gun, he shot himself twice on accident. So the other niggas started shooting. Where she got shot in the head, or where he started shooting back because he heard gunshots. Thought he was getting shot, so he started shooting back because he had orders not to shoot. This is what made the mistake inside the Quad Studio thing. The dudes that robbed Tupac was ordered not to shoot, but since Tupac reached for his gun and started shooting, and when he shot himself, they started shooting him back. That's why he got hit 3 more times. His old boy shot three rounds. But the other 2 rounds came from Tupac. But then, like Lil Wayne, he got shot. But then later on, he tell you he shot himself. People be lying. You got to do that all just to sell records. Accidentally shot yourself. And then the story behind it, you switch it 1,000 times. You don't. Every time you tell a story, it don't sound the first time. So all these lies. If your favorite rapper is a bitch, just admit it. and he get his rhymes from somebody else. Jay-Z is not the greatest rapper in the world because he steals his rhymes from motherfuckers. Go to my YouTube channel and look for the song called Your Favorite Rapper is a Bitch. I'll prove you different and prove you wrong about Jay-Z. Nas, I don't know how y'all label him anything. Y'all label the people the wrong shit. Like y'all love the fuck out of 6ix9ine, right? But then at the end of the day, he a snitch. He worked for the feds, so he snitched on the whole hood and everything. Come on, my nigga. Y'all made these niggas famous. And then y'all, come on, my nigga. Fuck all y'all people, y'all retarded ass, slow-minded ass people. And you're gonna lock up R. Kelly for doing some shit that some mothers allowed to happen. Go look at the videotapes. There is a tape circling. This tape came out in the 90s. I had the tape. I saw it myself. It's still a tape out there where R. Kelly fucking this little girl. I think she's like 14. But the camera happened to flip over. And the person that picked it up was a female. It was the girl's mother because she gave him consent. And he paid her. So I don't know how he got in trouble for that when the mother was there. She the one was filming it. Y'all people just killed me. Y'all label the wrong people famous. Y'all make the wrong people famous. Y'all give the wrong people props of them being an artist when it take them years and years and years. And now they became artists. They didn't do it in the beginning. Y'all niggas kill me for praising Snoop Dogg's and all these people. Their name is bad. Every rapper name right now, Google that name and watch. That gangster became a snitch. Frank Lucas, snitch. Nitty, a snitch. Sam Bull, snitch. Gotti, a snitch. All y'all rappers picking the wrong names, dog. Them niggas was not real gangsters. But y'all pick those names. Y'all gonna be just like them. And some of y'all are. Some of y'all fed. Some of y'all snitches. Some of y'all bitches. Just like the names that y'all picked. Jim Jones, he was a bitch ass nigga who killed people for nothing. So fuck Jim Jones. If he want to keep that name, he deserved everything that Jim Jones got. Because that man killed babies and shit like that. So fuck Jim Jones and his name. Fuck him and his name. If your name is motherfucking Mischief or Malice and shit like that, fuck you and your name. Because your name means, you know what I'm saying, y'all represent something y'all not, first of all. You're not the real John Gotti, because it's a real John Gotti. You're not the real Dash Dillinger, because there's a real Dash Dillinger. But since you want to be those niggas, look how they became. They became informants and bitch-ass motherfuckers. Some of them turned faggots, crackheads, all that shit, but y'all want to pick those names. So some of y'all really is turning out to be just like them, smoked out, fucked all up, corrupt all your nigga. Fucked all up, can't remember Tupac name and shit. Saw an interview with Corrupt, he can't remember nobody's name and shit. Y'all deserve everything y'all get because y'all never did nothing for nobody. Y'all never did nothing for nobody. I put that on my soul. Y'all never did nothing for nobody. There is no kings nowhere in the world today, because if there was kings in the world today, it would be structured in every city. What nobody move unless the king move. King Von be still alive right now if it was a king in that city. Because when nobody move around wild, everybody be structured. Don't nobody move until a king move. And if you move, you off with your head. So don't claim that you were king anywhere, because if you was a king, it wouldn't be no deaths everywhere. Everybody be structured. Watch the TV shows. Before they even go to war, they have meetings. They group up and say, dog, should we do this or not? They have a meeting first, and then after that, it's what it is. But ain't no kings nowhere. Stop representing that you were king of the city, because if you is, I'm going to come get at you if my family got killed out there, because then you know what time it is. Then you made it happen if you the king in that city. So don't claim that you were king anywhere, because if you were king, it'd be structured everywhere. Soldiers don't move without my permission. They can't do nothing without my permission. If they did, they wouldn't be around me. So stop claiming that you were king somewhere when you can't even structure your city. You some dumbass motherfuckers out there. Your favorite rapper is a bitch. Your favorite singer is a bitch. They don't care about you. Your favorite basketball player don't care about you. Steph Curry don't care about you. Don't nobody get a LeBron James check on accident. $80 million contracts, but he can't send you extra $5 just because. There's no LeBron credit cards to where he just sending out $100 cards on there just because. I hear what I'm saying? These people get paid. They can buy countries, they can buy islands, but they can't send out a card to the nigga that bought the tickets the most at the end of his birthday or some shit like that. Who bought tickets the most? It's the niggas out there that been buying Laker tickets for 80 years. You can't give him an extra bonus on something? But you've been getting bonuses since you've been playing basketball. Fuck all of y'all. Every time Steph Curry hit a 3-pointer, he getting paid, not y'all. He ain't finna send y'all nothing. He not finna send you 50 cents on accident. Ain't nobody ever got a motherfucking O.J. Simpson check when we all voted him not guilty. So when he came home, we just say, all the people that voted for me, go send them some money. If it wasn't for them, I'd be locked the fuck up. Fuck all of y'all. I don't buy no jerseys. I don't have no favorite names. I don't cherish no. Fuck all of y'all. Y'all don't care about me. Y'all don't care about nothing. Y'all don't go care. It's kids in this city that need a couple of dollars off of some medicine or some shit for their arms and shit. Ain't no rapper been out here and did that. Floyd Mayweather get paid by the millions. He ain't touched no hospitals. He ain't touched no projects. He ain't done no accidentally show or he ain't accidentally passed out food or nothing. He bought a skate ring over here. That's about it. So if y'all think that he did something because he bought a skate ring, what the fuck? You still gotta pay. Ain't like he bought a skate ring and say everything for free when he can afford it, right? So fuck y'all. You get paid $80 million, but your commercial with you burning $100 bills when there's homeless motherfuckers out there. There's kids with no tennis shoes, but that's your commercial. You burning money because you bored. The fuck out of here. Y'all praise the wrong motherfuckers, dog. I speak up on it. I speak on this before. People was like, you don't know this and that. Will Smith did. I said Will Smith ain't did shit. He was forced to do that shit. Any celebrity that had happened to do something, they was forced through contract. And they got to smile while they doing it so you can think that they doing it. When it's a contract telling them they best do it. So they ain't done shit. You ain't seen Will Smith he ain't go to the motherfucking projects just because my nigga and get that shit painted. Go play some basketball, eat some barbecue, nigga. You ain't never seen a celebrity ever. He end up in the projects just because. Doing something, dog, out of his pocket, out of his heart, not by a contract forcing him to do it. So fuck what y'all talking about. Master P ain't done nothing for New Orleans. He ain't done nothing for nobody. He stole from his son. Go watch their TV show when you see the whole show with them fighting because of what he did to his son. Come on, my nigga. Educate yourself, blood. Don't think that you educated when you've been taught wrong, right? If you've been taught wrong, how you educated? Go re-educate yourself, my nigga. Learn the right shit. There's some black people still don't think that we have more than one. Look, if the world was so racist, why the fuck our first presidents are black? How the fuck, what the fuck? If the world was so racist, why our first black presidents are the five? We got 5 presidents. That was the first president. The second, these are presidents. John Adams, Washington, they are black presidents. How racist was the world? Because you got to get voted in. That's a lot of votes by some niggers haters, right? How you a nigger hater, but you voted for the president to be black? So I hate those niggers, but I voted for him. Come on, my nigga. Y'all got life so fucked up, my nigga. People have been taught wrong for so long. Y'all some stupid, dumb motherfuckers. They still trying to figure out how to cure cancer or marijuana cure cancer. They trying to figure out how to cure AIDS and HIV when there is a cure out there. I can show you a video of a certain place where there's a foundation of a mineral that some animals eat to keep the diseases from killing them. The baboons, they think someone was born with HIV and AIDS. The parrots, they born with diseases. They fly to a certain place to eat this certain rock. It's gooey, and when they eat it, it kills the disease inside of them. So how can I watch an Animal Planet show that shows animals that fly somewhere to eat a certain thing to kill AIDS, and they're trying to figure out how to cure AIDS? My bad, dog. Some motherfuckers ain't smart as you think. So anyway, my nigga, I'm out of here, man. Peace.